Gervonta Tank Davis, the MGM Grand, the Canelo fight this weekend. Boxing Scene got a little interview that he did. And he says the Lomachenko fight going to happen. He don't know what weight, 35 or 30. He insists he still can't get down to 130. And somebody was telling me on Twitter that the word on the street was he was going to go down in weight and fight Leo Santa Cruz at 130 on pay-per-view. I thought it would be Leo coming up, maybe a catch weight, but let's talk about it. We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And, if Tank, I like the Tank is giving, saying, okay, it's going to happen. Like Roy Jones said, eventually he going to have to give us a guideline into, when the fight can happen. We're going to kind of need a timeline when it's going to happen. But he says that he think Loma moving down in weight, or going to move down in weight. He's talking about him moving down to 30, even 26 to fight, in New York. And he said he think he, moving down because he getting touched up. He can't really handle the weight and the physicality of it. And I agree with him on that. And, Tank just got to I want to fight him. Tank is ranked number 1 in the WBA and the WBC. So he really on Lomachenko ass. But, at the end of the day, people just I think he kind of he's in danger of marinating the fight too long, where somebody else might get Loma, somebody might get him, or people gonna say, oh, Loma was old and this and that. See, waiting is just gonna take away, oh, Loma getting old, and Tank waited Loma out till he get old. See, they don't say that about Canelo Alvarez. They say it about Floyd. They gonna say it about Gervonta. So at the end of the day, I think Gervonta needs to start taking precautions towards fighting Lomachenko, and those precautions mean that you got to fight guys that prepare you for that, guys that's going to provide some resistance, guys that's going to kind of be able to be durable and go rounds, and you get that experience. I think Javier Fortuna is the great litmus test for any young fighter at 35 that's really thinking they ready for Lomachenko or any other top opposition at that weight. Richard Comey he win, lose, or draw versus T.O. Lomachenko. That's a great litmus test. Francis Bartholomew is a great litmus test. So any of those guys like Bartholomew or Comey with the grown man strength and power, or Javier Fortuna, I think for Gervonta it's great looks. Gamboa doesn't possess anything, of resistance. Gamboa is done. Gamboa got a gift versus Jason Sosa, who just got beat by Miguel Burchett. Gamboa got beat by some Robinson Castanos, whatever the dude's name was. He retired. So this ain't the same Gamboa. That fought Terrence Crawford, that fought Orlando Salido, or whatever situation. The great thing about Tank fight, and the only great thing about it is it's on regular Showtime, but it's in Atlanta. It's breaking a new market, and I think we need to support that fight because Atlanta is a great market to break boxing in. I think Wilder can break it in some more, and I think a lot of great fights can go down there. And I think it's great for Tank to be blessing the State Farm Arena with a big fight. So I think that's huge, man. I think that's huge for boxing in general, not just for Mayweather Promotions PBC. I think it's huge for all the fighters in the South. Atlanta is kind of like the Mecca of the South right now. A lot of black money going down there. So all the fighters from North Carolina, all the fighters from South Carolina, Florida, Alabama, Texas, and that's for you. That's for y'all, because you go to Texas, that was Mexico back in the day, a long time ago. So where do black fighters got to go to be black in the South? DeCharlo shouldn't have to go to Barclays Center. Keith Thurman shouldn't have to just go to Barclays Center. Errol shouldn't just have to go to Barclays Center and fight in Dallas or Frisco or wherever. Some of these dudes should have a Mecca of the South, because really it's hard, other than if Dallas or Houston, your hometown, it's hard to be the house fighter there. You know what I'm saying? Even in your hometown, it's a lot of Hispanics and everything else going on. So Atlanta is where you truly want to be at, because your own people, all they got to do is get out there, support it. They got the strip clubs. The clubs don't close until late. It's great for Tank to be blessing that city in this new generation of fighting, closing out a decade and beginning one. I think it's colossal. But basically, and I always tell guys about boxing, it's a power stroke. It's not about who got more money. It's not about, who willing to work with each other. It's all about who got more power. And Leonard Ellaby, read the article. I linked the article, link in the description, says that the fight, I'm paraphrasing, going to happen on our terms when we say we want it to happen, and we're going to continue to make the best fights out there and all that. Basically, they want to boss Bob Arum around. They want to make it seem like Loma need Tank instead of getting the best satisfaction where it's building Tank to beat Lomachenko and Tank beating Lomachenko and telling Bob to his face, I told you my fighter was going to fuck your fighter up. It's not enough. And like I said before, it's not about who got this much money, who got that much money, who doing this, who doing that. It's not about that. It's not about that no more. It's about power. It's about, oh, we going to make this food take 49, 51%. We the A side. Or we going to make this fight when we want to make this fight. We the A side. Or we running this shit. It's all about running shit. It's not like if I got more money than them, oh, okay, or okay, they won. Nah. You see it with Tevin Farmer. They offered Tank like $4 or $5 million, and it wasn't good enough because Mayweather didn't want to send Tank, or Ellaby didn't want to send Tank onto the zone because what? They didn't want to seem like they were submitting them and bowing down to have more money. So instead of what's right financially for their fighter, they took food off his table, and at the end of the day, he go do something else probably for significantly less money. In the meantime, even though everybody knew it's a layup that Tank would have put Tevin Farmer dick in the dirt, but that's another situation that's another argument for another day we completely moved on from. All right. But seriously, I like that he's saying that he gonna fight him. He said it's gonna happen. I love that. I love it. Now start building your opponent level towards, I'm ready for that. Leo Santa Cruz and Gamboa is not gonna cut it. Now in the pay-per-view things or popularity things, Leo Santa Cruz may help your popularity out. But popularity ain't never won a fight. It might get you more money for the time being, but if you whoop enough ass, you'll be popular enough. Ask Bernard Hopkins. And that's just the real shit. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, my whole situation is this. I like that Tank is open to fighting him. He said he'll move down to 130 and fight him. He still can make 130. So at the end of the day, I think Tank advantage is at 35. I think he's going to be stronger, faster, more healthier, more energized. Legs look better. He's going to have a better camp. His color going to look better in his skin. So I think it's best for him to fight him at 35. And if you really going to throw his weight around and throw his power around, make that motherfucker come up to 35. That's how you do that. But overall, I think Tank got the ability to beat him, but I question his mental fortitude. I question his mental toughness. I wonder, is he a mental midget? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, he just don't seem to be there, and sometimes you just worry, man. Like when Gary Russell name be mentioned, he don't want no smoke, and I love that fight to get him prepared for Lomachenko. So you wonder. So you truly do wonder, my whole thing is, I think he either stop Lomachenko or Lomachenko just make him quit. And I can see Tank getting frustrated. People say, well, Tank been through a lot in the streets. Tank been through the mud. Hey, we seen Amir Mansour say he was fighting in prison and closets and confined spaces. He went out there and got his jaw broke versus Dominic Brazil and quit. So street toughness, prison toughness, common everyday toughness, that don't mean shit when it comes to boxing toughness and mental toughness. It don't mean nothing when you playing basketball or football. Each mental toughness is different, but like I said before, I want Tank to beat Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? I want him to beat him right now while people getting that Lomachenko clout. But you know what they going to say? Oh, Linares really exposed him, and, he wasn't the same fighter at 35, at 30. So it may be good for him to go down to 30 and whoop him. Let Lomachenko whoop Navarez. Let him fight Navarez. Let him fight Inouye. Let him fight Burchett or something like that and build his name back up and build his name hotter than what it is. And then, Lomachenko can hit that lick. Tank can hit the lick and get his credit. But at this point, no matter when Tank beat him and knock him out, he was old. He was past his prime. Oh, this guy dropped him. Oh, he wasn't the same fighter. Oh, Tank waited till he got it. And, at the end of the day, Tank at this point should just take his time and then beat him when it's convenient for him. But he needs to start building towards that opponent level to get him ready for that, for Lomachenko, in my opinion. Build for that opponent level. That's what I would do, Fortuna, Rancis, whoever else is out there. And then I think, he should take them on probably at the end of this year or top of next year. But, he's trying to make it a pay-per-view event. But, hey, y'all know what it is. Goodfellas Sports TV. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. Want to make a donation? That link subscription. Best way to donate is share the video. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, and video requests. Keep sharing the videos. And hit me up, man, an email's the quickest way. Twitter, Gram, Facebook, in that order, whatever. One time for the one time, we gone.